Mira, tienes que pararte para acá. Párate para acá.
Okay, for those of you, ladies and gentlemen, that have already almost finished coloring your pictures, I'm going to ask a favor. I'd like for you all to open up your iPads and to switch right now to the connectivity through the student server, not through the teacher server, because we will be able to work a little bit faster right now through the student server. So I'm going to ask those of you that have already almost finished your coloring to go ahead and change your settings, please.
You're not almost done. You're not almost.
Settings.
You are. It's a great. They're going to put it up in the hallway.
It's okay, honey. You are trying, and that is great. This is great. Absolutely great. Good job. It is so great. It is so great.
It's because I'm getting stressed. It is stressful. Letting her color made me look stressful, so. Get on the student. It was a good trade-off.
You're fine. Perfectly fine.
Not the middle school. My best friend in the whole wide world, Deb, needs them all.
Ya pasaron 5 minutos.
All right, ladies and gents, we have about 1 more minute, and then we're going to start with our activities, please. Let's focus on our work.
I'm sending you to ISS.
I'll go. Just send me. Just send me. I want to go too. I want to go. Where are you going? I'm sitting in front of Deb. I don't know what you want me to do. What is it you're telling me to do?
Student thing.
Okay.
On the student thing.
All right.
Oh, sir.
All right, if you are done, please, at this time, go ahead and open up your Seesaw account. You're going to have to log out and log back in as a student, and sign in as a student, sign in with your email account. And the join code is up there on the smart board displaying itself. How do you have to download that app? Yes, ma'am. If you have not had the opportunity to download the app, please go ahead to your app store and download Seesaw. Yes, ma'am. The free version. We do not pay for things right now.
I'm going to do that too.
You don't have it? No. Okay, go to your app.
Am I on? I didn't put a...
You're fine here.
Okay.
All right. So you go to...
But I need to be a student, don't I?
Yes, ma'am.
How do I change that?
You signed out. You signed out
Sign
in
out,
here.
okay.
And then you sign in as a student using your...
Oh, Lord, I'm going to have to remember a passcode.
I'm a student.
Email.
Right under that's quite a thing. Sexy something ladies. Right under Seesaw. Did you see it?
Right? No.
When I put that S-E-E-N.
And this is a student.
Yeah, you want to look. Can we go back where I was?
No.
I just want to show you.
I haven't got in yet.
Oh.
A sexy naked ladies or girls right under.
my
Right
God.
under sex games. That's what came up when I put Seesaw in.
You need to sign in as a
What
student.
have you been
Yes,
searching
ma'am.
for?
And then using your email and your password for
I
Seesaw.
haven't seen it
All right,
before.
once you have been able to access your Seesaw account, please do the following. Take a picture of your do now. Upload it and place it in the folder that says do now. Now, Ms. Galway and I will be walking around to help you do this. Take a picture. You upload it.
All right, you're good. So you take a picture to your work. All right.
Rocket science. You tell your kids to do that.
Yes, ma'am.
Why did it shut me down?
There you go. You put your email and your password.
How do we get to the? I can't access the camera.
Me and Susan over here on the struggle box. Here, and then you put your email and your password.
My school email.
Use Google.
Join code would be TLNU. Done. That's it. Good. Your email and password.
Alright, let me see your picture. That's what we take a picture of, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, Taylor.
He's not ready. There you go.
We don't send it.
So watch. I take mine, and then I hold still, and then I go to upload, and watch.
All right. As you can see, those of you that have already uploaded the
That's
item,
weird.
what needs to be done now is that you as a teacher needs to approve the items so everybody can see the feed. And once I have already approved the items,
As a student, when it says student, that Seesaw would like to view your email address and view your
You're good now. And then the folder you need to put your work in is the folder that says do now.
Okay.
All right? Remember to put your work on the folder that says do now. All right? So then your work will be in the right place.
It should be a green. You haven't taken your picture. No, you didn't.
Didn't we?
No.
No.
That's not taking a picture?
No. Get it.
I'm gonna start cussing. You hit the camera?
No, because you got to be center. There you go. Now that
Oh, I was
it's got to go. Do it. Daggone it.
daggone it.
All right.
That's one way to do it.
I hate this.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, go right for
No,
it.
you do it.
My handshake.
See, that's go all the way across the screen.
You're fine now. You click.
So you gotta use Seesaw. I haven't used it before.
but mine was messing up, so we had to keep doing it.
Okay, remember to put your work on the correct folder. All right. You click in here. You check mark here.
Hey, did you see mine?
All right. You will be able to see your work. Now you put the work on the correct folder.
Ah,
All
there's
right.
the folder.
Good. There's a folder because we can organize our work on the folders, using different folders. All right. Good.
Are we there?
Is that on your pants?
You're being recorded, sir.
You're good here? All right. Susana, aprueba su trabajo, por favor, para que lo puedan poner en el folder. Once your work is approved, you can go ahead and put your work on the correct folder.
I did.
You did?
Yeah,
Good.
mine's in do now.
Good. How many times? Oh, no, that's
this
everybody's work.
Yeah, this right there. Mine's in do now.
Perfect.
I know you're smart people, but really.
My app.
You did it 3 times. All the times you were taking pictures, it was, all right. It happens. Okay, we're ready to move.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to proceed to our next activity. In that class feed that you see, scroll down almost all the way to the bottom, and there should be a short PDF file. There's a reading up there, and Ms. G is actually going to show you what the reading looks like. It's called Art Therapy. So we're going to ask that you find that article, that you read it. It only takes about 2 minutes to read it. Was everybody able to read the article?
Another way to do it is that you can scroll down and look for it, but if you click on the folder here, okay, the little folder that you would see here, you find Activity 1 folder and Do Now folder. If you click on Activity 1, it will take you directly to the activity. No, it's not working now because it changes every 15 minutes. Once I close it, we need another one. There you go.
We need a little extra TLC over here.
You can click in here and you will see the folder that you need to put your work in.
Okay, here.
Do now.
Do now.
You're all set. All right. If you click in here, quick view, right, work. And if you scroll down, you will be able to see the other works. Or here, you have activity. Okay, it is taking a little while because internet's slow and slow and slow.
Is it still loading?
Isn't that wonderful?
Yes.
Yes. And then Seesaw. Yes, sir. And you get to see, I mean, everybody can see everybody's work. And the good thing is, like I said, it's a Facebook application. So, and we're actually I'm gonna give it all away. We're gonna show
Yeah,
We have
it
problems all the time.
happened.
All right.
It happened
Okay,
the
ladies
group
and
before.
gentlemen, after you have read
I almost
the article,
failed.
scroll
I
a
was
little
like,
bit further down. There
Just
should
wait a
be
little bit.
an activity that matches that short reading. As you can see, you can provide readings to your students. Then on that short picture, you can click on the picture, okay? And once you click on that picture, if you see there's 3 little periods right down there in the bottom. Do you see it next to the heart, to the comment? Okay, click on that. Copy and edit. We're copying and editing because that way our students can download and each student gets a copy of that. Now, right down there at the bottom, there's a microphone, a pencil, and a T for text. This is for those students that have, that need to keep their hands busy, so they get to circle stuff, they get to type. Actually, if you have them, and Ms. Gablet is going to show you an example of how she used the recording device on the Seesaw app. But you can go ahead and answer those questions. Once you've answered those questions, you can click on the right top hand green check thingy-majiggy that you have up there. All right? And that is submitting your work. So once you've submitted your work...
Can I go back and look at the article?
Yeah.
Do I have to check?
No, well, you're not submitting yet, just yet. Then you check over here, and then you go back.
So it won't save
Yeah, it won't
You
save
cannot
right
see
now.
it work. You cannot see it.
You have to check.
Let me check.
Well,
You can't just.
go back and forth, back and forth. As far as okay,
How do you go back and forth?
What's going on here?
go back. That's okay. Just go back.
Students though, they can't go back and forth.
Now, Ms. G, they can't go back and forth, correct?
No, you cannot.
Now,
Students could not go back to,
what we've done. What has happened is that, we do a short activity, and basically it's just to see if the kids were paying attention to the short text. It's not supposed to be such a long thing, again. This is something that you can use for review, okay? So it helps a lot when you're actually reviewing, because that way you know if your kids know your subject or if they don't. Got it? All right. Did everybody get to do it? And again, it does not have to be perfect today, ladies and
You
gentlemen.
cannot see it. He didn't see it anytime. Look. The feed view is not in here for him.
Okie dokie. Ladies and gentlemen,
There you
are
go.
there any questions
Now I
right
think.
now? I know this is kind of like fast, but this is just to give you an overview of what things you can do. You've experienced it as a student yourself. Now, that doesn't mean that we're not going to have issues when we're doing it in class, because we do all the time. But who doesn't have issues in a classroom?
Right.
I mean, really. You know, it doesn't matter if it's elementary, middle, or high school. It happens. Now, we're just going to share some of the beautiful things that have been able to be accomplished when everything goes perfect, which is almost never.
All right, so as you may have seen, we can organize our work using folders, different folders. And then, for example, I can show you, I have different folders for every one of activities that we have, I do in my class. For example, we did stations this week, and then I had, in every station, my students had to move and complete different activities. I gave them like 15 minutes for each one of the stations, all right? So they could match any pictures of vocabulary, and the second station, for example, they did just completed the sentences using the correct form of a verb, okay? And another idea is for the station number 3, they had to describe someone like this. They can use their fingers. Most of them already have a pencil, so they can write on their iPads, right?
You all know these, right?
And they actually...
Él es guapo, él es bajo, él es bastante, él es delgado, él es moreno, él tiene el cabello corto.
Those are her.
So they recorded themselves reading what they wrote, the description that they wrote. And on station number 4, for example, I made them create a picture collage using any app that they like to use. And then I gave them, okay, you need to find a picture of this, and that. I gave them vocabulary, and then they had to create the picture collage. Another activity that I did was station number 5, for example. I record my voice, okay, and then they had to copy what I said in Spanish and then translate it to English. So in the same document, they used the same note that I left. They used it to record it, to copy the information that they heard. For example,
Mi amigo se llama Pablo. Pablo es bajo y gordo. Él tiene el cabello largo y rubio. Él tiene los ojos marrones. Carlos es muy inteligente y educado.
all right. Another example I use a lot, we all know that taking notes is a struggle every day. They don't like to take notes. So what I do is to have them use any strategy like 2-column notes, flyer model, or whatever strategy I want to use that day. And then I make them take their notes, and then I ask, okay, you need to take a picture and upload it. So I make sure they took their notes. All right? So for example, on vocabulary maps, mind maps, at the beginning we started doing on paper, doing our work on paper. All right? Because, I mean, let's be honest. We need to use copies almost every day, or at least every week. Okay, so they created their mind maps and then just took a picture and uploaded it. Next time, I tried another app called Show Me. So they just did it with their fingers. They created the mind maps using the vocabulary we were studying. And then finally, I found another app called Simple Mind. And they were able to create mind maps. So what did they do? Just screenshot and upload it. All right?
And just to piggyback on her idea, it's just the fact that some kids don't mind writing. Other kids rather work on an iPad, use these fancy-looking pens. Others like to just use applications. So we're actually modifying to each and every student that wants to do a better job. So we're providing the tools that we need to provide. We are modifying for the students that need that extra help.
Right.
So this is something for you all to take into consideration.
Right. I tell my students, okay, you can see everybody's work. You can just put in enable they can see everybody's work, or they don't. All right, they cannot see it. But the coolest thing that I tell them, okay, if I invited the principal, is actually in one of my classes, I invited Jeremy, and then I told them, if you get the principal's like, then I will give you extra credits. And if you get Mr. Jeremy like, then I will give you extra credit for that. And I offer them credits for having their parents join my room. And I have some of their parents in my classes.
Have you ever, I use it too, have you ever done this where you let them see it, and then if you enable, like for part of the time you let them see it? I got a question about that. Have you ever not let them see it
And they just get to see their own work.
right, does it take, then when you go back in, can they start, like, let's say right now everybody can see everybody's work.
Right.
So when I log them back out, can they not see everybody's work?
No.
They were already able to see? Does that go away? Have you noticed that? I didn't know if you've tried that or not.
I have actually done it where at the beginning I had them share, have them look at all their documents, then I went, no, and I went ahead and I just disabled that.
So then
And then actually all the other feeds went away. They were only able to see their own feed.
that's what I was wondering.
But then
Right.
I have yet to go back. And again, this is we're
It's your
learning.
preference. Yeah, me
we're
too.
learning as
Right.
we're going, and every day it's just a new thing that comes
Right.
up and modifications. It's
Right.
cool.
But the thing I like
is
is if you don't approve it, then nobody sees it anyway.
Exactly.
Right.
And the comments are the same way, so if they don't put anything that's appropriate, you don't let it go up there. And you just
Right.
shout about it. That's what I like.
Right. For example, if it is a group work, it doesn't matter. Only one of the students needs to upload the work. And for example, this is a group work, so you click there and you see all the students that were working on
They're
this.
tagged on the work. So
They
one
created-
uploads it and the other
How
one
do they
tags.
tag each other? That's another question I know. Do y'all know?
Lilibeth?
Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
but okay, all right. So this is they created iMovie, and I would like to share that with you because they did a very good job in this. So basically, they did it using iMovie, but sí, de tallar. ¿Tú sabes cómo tallar? Ellos se pueden tallar, pero que tienen, ya le voy a decir. You need to try this. They really enjoyed doing this, creating this iMovie. It was awesome to see them they want to record every day, selfies and recording whatever they're doing. And when I have them doing this, they really enjoyed it. So basically, we use this when they finish their work, they upload it to this, and then we share with everybody in our classroom. And at that moment, I had Jeremy like some of their works, and they were excited because they said, okay, am I having extra points? Yes, you are. So sometimes it works, sometimes it does not work because most of them don't want to have their parents, for example, see work, but if you offer them, okay, you can extra credits, we can do this or we can do that, we can just give you some extra for this assignment that was not so good, which you can go back and just do something extra for this, it will work.
And just to piggyback on that, and then we'll go back to your question. The fact that you can actually invite parents, they don't need to have an iPad, they can use your smartphones. You can print out letters, and they're very easy to be printed. The parents scan the app, and they just download the application on their phone, and it's a beauty. We hope you got to learn just a little bit of what we've been able to do and share. Thank you so much.